We're live.
Are you sure?
Oh, I didn't say alive. I just said we're live.
Good point. Let's see if I get a commercial. Yes, I do. Lucky
Ryan,
me.
how's the commercial?
There, I'm going to give it a like.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good thing to do.
How is
And there we
everybody
go.
tonight?
Yeah, how is everybody? How many everybody's do we have?
How many everybody's do we have?
I don't know. I'm gonna go back in because Mike doesn't like to update.
Tonight is story night.
It says 17 are waiting. Nope, 13.
Let's see, 13.
We only have
Hi, Ma.
We only have 13
Hey, Jerry.
people today.
Hey, Bert. Hey,
Unless-
Lori.
Unless the numbers are going up.
20.
Oh, see, mine's not updating.
I know. It's weird.
I never know what's going on.
Let's see.
That's not unusual.
B-Rad's in the house.
Move those a little
Jeff.
All right, well, starting at the top.
Oh, let's start at the top.
We got Tina,
Oh, hey, Tina.
Jeff, Vicky,
Hello.
Debbie,
Hi, Debbie.
Tig Lily,
Hi, Tig Lily.
Teresa Radford.
Hello, Teresa.
Teresa, we have a box from you.
We do.
Aaron and Kayla.
Hello.
Wisconsin, Jerry's here. Jerry. And of course, B-Rad, you said. Ma, hello. Tasman, we have a box from you too. Bert. Lori K. Lori, your box will be going out tomorrow. We've got it ready to go. So,
We do.
then we have Rockabee's here. Cheryl's here.
Hello.
Mr. Turtle.
Hello, Mr. Turtle.
Cynthia Teich, I'm thinking. Cindy.
Hello.
That's a new one, I believe. Hopefully I said your name right. I mean, being German, it should be Teich. So, Chris is here. Rufotris. Beth Ellen.
Hello, Chris.
Meg Mac.
Meg. Meg Mac.
And Beth Ellen says I should get a box for Mother's Day.
Oh.
Are we sending one? Oh, we're Rockhounds. Kyle's here.
Hi, Kyle.
We didn't even have to say his name 3 times.
I know. We didn't.
Kyle's here. Phil's here. Craig's here.
Craig is in the house.
Wow. Oh, I got it right. See, I know my German pronunciations.
Hey. I know. I was like, oh, I hope we got it right.
Wait a minute.
So is our did
Chris says that Cheryl and I should both go watch his recent live for laughing reasons, I think. Okay, yeah, no, I didn't get a chance to because we were running around.
we have been packing all day.
Oh, Kyle says he just finished food and he's ready to burst and fall into a food coma.
Oh.
I call that bloated toad mode. When I just lay on the bed like a bloated toad. So, and then we have Diane Hillard. So yeah, lots of people coming in. Cool. Yeah, it's story time.
Hello, Tina. So, okay, I want to. Oh, you're buffering. We're buffering. Yep, we're still backward.
Of course, we're backwards.
Okay, so we have a huge storm that's
Daniel.
passing over us. Hey, Daniel. And so we might be buffering in and out. So,
Oh, you know what? I'm on Wi-Fi. That's probably
oh,
why I was buffering.
yeah.
So let me
maybe
get off
that's
of
why
that.
maybe that's why you're buffering.
Thank you, Jerry. I'm very, very happy with my straw now.
For Brian.
Oh, Kyle says, fat and happy. If I didn't have to prep for invoices, I'd lay on the floor and just digest. Yes. Yeah. And then Phil says, bloated toad sounds like a good name for a restaurant. You know, actually it does.
That does
Now
really
that you
sound
mention
like
it.
a good, restaurant name.
Kelly Morse Johnson listening in on the phone again. We're getting rain now too. Yeah, this storm came in about 4-ish.
4-ish.
4:30 maybe. And it's just been pretty steady since then. So
Yeah. Lightning.
I get in trouble with my wife when I buffer. Says Daniel. Yes, love it. Turtle Montana says we're bass backwards.
Again,
Agreed.
I tried to fix my phone and it didn't work.
And then
I tried.
we have Chris here saying we're 5x4, some slight sound delay. Yeah, Rockabee, great tagline for the restaurant. Food so good it'll make you croak. Sunken Chest Treasure Hunting's in. Hello, hello.
Hey, Chris.
Okay, so do we want to jump into story time then, or?
Well, yes, I guess so.
All right.
We also have
We have 2 boxes to.
2 boxes to open up tonight, too.
We have boxes of TNT.
This is
Teresa and Taz.
TNT.
TNT.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I think I'm funny.
it might explode.
Taz says print your shirts backwards and make life easier.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Oh, Yvonne's here. Hello,
Hello, Yvonne. I'm going to sip out of the straw.
Oh, there's something going on here that with Jeff. I
What?
don't know what's going on here.
Peckerwood.
I don't know. There's a story there.
There is a story.
In StreamYard, you don't have to be backwards. I have a promo link if you want to try it out. You can try the free one if you aren't having many guests.
Oh.
That's funny.
Yeah, I didn't.
I don't know. I mean, it's just another service. I mean, yeah, you could do the short term. Oh,
Hey, Steve.
Steve and Cindy Drew, hello.
And Cindy. Yes.
It's just more money. And Jeff says, ask Chris. He knows. Okay, so
He knows.
we'll delve into that. Maybe it has something to do with his live, perhaps.
Yeah. We have.
And
It's
Daniel's dying laughing now too over that.
the last couple days have been. We've been off grid.
Yeah.
Stuffs and things happen, and packing the trailer. We're leaving at 6 a.m. in the morning.
0 dark 30. 6 a.m. would imply morning. You don't have to say 6 a.m. in the morning.
6 a.m. morning.
Put on your helmet, please. Keep you from licking windows. There you go. Much better.
You can't read it because it's backwards.
It does say Tonka.
It says unkdunked.
Okay. You're good. Storm's messing your live up a little bit. Yeah, probably, Daniel. I mean, it's just one of those things. Plus, I think there was some sort of solar flare that was happening. Everybody was on YouTube kind of freaking out. Act not.
Act not.
Yes. Because we're not sponsored by them, so it's Act Not.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by them.
So, anyways. Oh, all right.
And this hat has been sitting out in the garage, so it is filthy.
It's a working hat. It's going to be dirty.
It's a
Jerry says it's in Russian.
yes. It sounds Russian.
Julie's version of the Devo hat.
It's sliding down like my Cheeto eyebrows.
Yeah, it really is. Well, because we had to take the insides out of them because they didn't fit on our noggins. There.
Hey, there you go. Hey, you can wear it.
Yep, I'll wear it. Yeah, I did bring in 2 of them. No, don't do that. There are little spiky metal things that hurt, or plastic things in here when you do that.
There are no metal things in there.
Plastic, I covered it up. I said metal, but I meant plastic, and I said plastic after the fact. But that little thing drives into my forehead when you do that.
Oh,
So don't do that.
put some paper in there. Then I can knock on your head.
Hi, Winnie.
Hi, Winnie.
I'm just listening. Lava Bison. Hey.
Hey, Bison.
And yours went out Friday, and Phil, and I don't remember who else. We sent a
You've
whole
seen that
bunch
before?
out.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
All right. Hey, Les. How are ya doing? Oh, you're still driving home from Haunted Ridge.
I did see that one, Kyle. Shark bait.
Nice. Shark bait.
He said shark bait initially.
Wow.
It's supposed to be shark. He said shark. What exactly would be shark bait, I'm wondering?
Shark bait. Oh, you don't even want to know that.
Oh, I think we'll leave that alone.
We'll leave that one.
Uh,
We'll leave that one for later.
Hi, Les. Les is here now.
Yeah, I said hi to Les. She was driving home from Haunted Ridge.
Oh, my gosh.
So,
All right, let's get started.
okay. So,
You first.
in chumming the water with corn. Hey, Cheryl.
That would be shark bait. I love it. Oh, that's good.
let's see, what did Cheryl say? Now we know
where the weak spot is in case of angry dwarf boss fight.
Yeah. Why is it haunted? We may never know.
I don't know the story
Daniel?
behind that.
No, I don't either.
I'm sure somebody does, but I don't.
So, we used to have real jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I was a hairdresser. And on the side, I also did murals. So, ta-da. And
how long were you a hairdresser?
I was a hairdresser for 26 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I got diagnosed with a spinal cord disease. And because I was having a lot of symptoms from that. And uncontrolled seizures. So because of the uncontrolled seizures, after I think it was the second ambulance ride to the hospital, my neurologist said I couldn't drive anymore. And so I had to quit what I was doing. And then I became, I was having a bunch of procedures done, and I had a lot of time laying in bed because I was recovering. And I was really, really sad because I felt like my entire career was just ripped out from underneath me. And
well, you at the top of your game too. You were in high demand. You were booked out.
I was.
8 to 10 months in advance, or a year even. So
it was pretty devastating for me. And so to keep my mind busy and to not feel sorry for myself, I dove hard into geology because that has always been
Hi, Patricia.
Hey, Patricia. My number one love. I've always loved geology, always loved rocks. I've always collected rocks. And I didn't really know a thing about rockhounding. I didn't actually. I didn't even know it was called rockhounding. I just told Brian, "Hey, you want to go look for some cool rocks?"
You said you want to go rockhounding?
And so I started looking up on YouTube and started watching some people, and after I started feeling better, the first time we went out, I walked a mile out and I couldn't walk. My spinal cord disease is one that starts shutting off your involuntary muscles. And so what is it called?
Aphasia.
I have esophageal aphasia. So when
Her swallower is broken.
My swallower is broken. And that's like one of the first things that kind of starts happening. And you have a lot of nerve pain everywhere, especially like on the back, through the arms, legs, feet. And so when I walked, it felt like, have you guys like ever walked through water before? That's what it felt like. I felt like I was the resistance.
You were slogging.
It was so hard. It was so hard. And by the time we got a mile out there, I was crying. And I was like, okay, I got to make it out of here. So, so we walked back out, and it was a beautiful place. There was no rocks, it was just pretty. And I cried all the way out, but I was doing it. And I got further and further and further each time because a neurosurgeon said, no matter how bad it hurts, you keep pushing because that's what's going to make you the progression.
It's gonna slow the progression.
Slow the progression
of the neurological disease.
Yeah. So
basically, it's expanding her life by staying active.
Yeah. So I just thought, okay, I'm just gonna keep doing this, and I don't care how much it hurts. I'm just gonna keep going out there every all the time. And just what was it? What distracts me from the pain is finding the rocks. That is what that's like my biggest thing. If I'm going up a hill and I'm really hurting, I will just start looking for rocks because that will get me all the way up that hill. So
Daniel wants to know if they have a name for your disease. It's
syringomyelia.
syringomyelia.
Yeah. Don't ask me to spell it because I can only like write it down.
I can spell it.
Oh, you can?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can you?
I can.
Oh. Well, aren't you special?
Would you like me to spell it?
Yeah, go ahead.
SYRINGOMYLEIA.
That's kind of where it gets tricky. But anyway, that's what it's called.
MELIA. Yeah.
Yeah.
Myelea. And basically, she has an equivalent of a tumor in her spinal cord.
It goes from my T2 to my T12.
It's thin, and it goes the entire length of her thoracic.
It is
and
inoperable.
It's filled with cerebral spinal fluid. And as it grows, it puts pressure on those nerves, and that's what starts shutting down all the involuntary muscles. If it stays the size that it's at, then she just has the current level of affliction and pain and so on and so forth. And right now we don't know if it's grown or not, but
yeah,
initially...
I think I'm better, though, than I was
I think you are, too.
I mean, I still have pain, but my muscle strength is crazy.
The thing about her syringomyelia is there was a neurosurgeon that did look at it, and he basically said it's too small to operate on.
Well, you can't operate
without the potential of causing other things to occur and potentially getting her paralyzed. There's a lot of negative things affiliated with trying to get, because you have to get inside the actual spinal cord. I mean, it's in the middle of her spinal cord.
It's like once they operate, you have maybe 10 years maybe 10 years if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And then you're done. You are done. So I have opted for no surgery ever, and just to keep pushing.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the motivation to Rockhound. And then Brian was a wildland firefighter.
So,
which also helps the process.
Yeah, so I worked for the U.S. Forest Service in wildland fire management for 33 years. Did various jobs from engines to hotshot crew. Even did a summer in the dispatch center, learning that side of the house. Then I moved on to be a battalion chief and then a chief, and all the while expanding other aspects. I flew right seat in an airplane, directed air tankers and helicopters, and worked with the ground forces and things like that. Because for me, since I was 5, fire was my first love. I always loved fire. Lori's asking where at. I initially started in the Sierras, up in the Reno, Tahoe area. That's where my first 9 years were. I moved down to Vegas and Mount Charleston, which is 7,000 foot elevation. Lived there at Mount Charleston, worked there for 3 years. I ended up on the north rim of the Grand Canyon for 5 years. And then I came down here and finished my last 16 years here in the Camp Verde area as a chief. So,
hey, Rick.
But I did travel pretty much the entire United States, courtesy of the federal government. Every Western state for sure, a few out in the Midwest and the East Coast.
You went to Alaska?
Been to Alaska, and also went to Ontario, Canada in '95 to help with the Canadian fires that year. That was a lot of fun. So, I didn't go looking for rocks when I was out there because, I got to pay attention for the fires. But I've always liked rocks. I mean, I bought amethyst when I was a kid, and I had pieces of obsidian and other things. So it was always kind of there. And as this whole scenario started going along with Julie, it kind of propelled me into a couple of years before I retired.
Yeah.
That's when we got really active into starting the rock hounding. So every day off that I had, we were out doing something. We'd sometimes go out after work when the light was still good and cruise around. And it just reached the point where
I would go out without him by myself.
she'd do that too. Oh, hi, Allison.
I'd go
and
scout
Rick.
areas. Hey,
And,
Allison.
Seeing who else came
Yeah,
in.
I saw-
Ron and
I
Donna
said Rick.
Matthews, hello.
Hey, Rick.
Bob the Rocks, hi.
Hey, Bob.
So, yeah, I missed a few because I was too busy talking.
Gavin.
Brenda, hi, Brenda.
Hey, Brenda.
Okay, and so the last couple years of my full-time employment with the Forest Service, excuse me, I kind of got disheartened by the direction things were going, and I knew at that point it was time for me to retire and stop. After 33 fire seasons, I called it quits and left and haven't looked back. Went into with Julie, with her starting this business. This is her business. When I say I work for her and everybody's thinking, you know, oh, you know, everybody works for their wife kind of thing, and that or that, you know, just kind of a joking, funny way. I actually literally do work for her. and I love it. I really do. It's the important thing for me was I know that this disease will likely take her from me at some point.
We're gonna keep it lighthearted though, because we're not talking
but it's
about
part of why we're
the end.
No, it's part of why we do what we do. Is it's another reason why I accelerated my retirement a little bit. I was planning to go to about mandatory is 57. I was thinking about going to 55. I got out at 50, but it was because I wanted all the time I could get with her, because we met late in life, you know.
Yeah, we did.
We've been married 8 years, together 11 years as of today, actually. Today's the 4th of May.
No,
it was the 2nd of May.
Yeah.
So
we
there
on
we
the
go.
2nd.
So it's been 11 years we've been together.
Yeah.
8 years we've been married, and I wanted as many days with her as I could possibly get. And that just accelerated my timeline. And so since I retired, we have been together every day except for 1 2-week stretch.
No, all your fire assignments.
No, since I retired.
Oh yeah, since you retired.
Because I thought I was going to go back and be an emergency hire for fires and fly.
That's a whole different story.
And how did we meet? Yeah, we can talk about that story too real quick. So I took a fire assignment in April of the year after I retired. And I was gone in Oklahoma for 2 weeks, flew, I don't know, 8 or 9 different fires and whatnot. And all I could think about after I got done flying was, I just want to be home with my wife and going to look for rocks and going to do those things. I don't want to do this anymore. And I mean, granted, it was, you know, an income.
Yeah.
But
we gave it up.
I called her up and I said, I'm not happy doing this anymore. And I'd always told myself, if I wasn't still excited about working the fires and doing those types of things, and I just kind of lost interest, that I was going to just remove myself completely, because that's when you become dangerous, because you become complacent to things and so on. And so I took myself out of the equation. It hurt. Financially, it hurt us.
Yeah.
But we're happier now. And I get as many days with her as I want. I mean, we are always together, and some people might think that's kind of strange, but you know, you hear people say, "Oh, my spouse is my best friend." In our case, that's the truth. And she 100% is. There is nobody else I'd rather spend my days with than her. I mean, you should have heard us cracking ourselves up today. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, we're not bringing that up. Yeah, I'm not bringing that up. So.
I'll tell my embarrassing story if you tell your embarrassing story.
I might. Well, they want to know how we met here, but and there was something else that it says. Lava said, "Then you two got addicted to rocks. It's okay. It's your prerogative."
My prerogative.
Yeah, we actually, when she said to me, "Do you want to go look for cool rocks?" and I said, "You want to go rockhounding?" I mean, that's literally what it was, because I knew what rockhounding was, and I was like, "Oh yeah, let's do this." I mean, I've always liked geology because I like history. That was one of the things I thought about before I went into fire. If I couldn't get hired to do that, I was thinking about going to school and becoming a history professor of some type, because I've always loved history. I'm just fascinated with it. And geology being the history of the earth, wow. I mean, you are speaking my language. Let's do this. Yeah. I mean, I want to go figure out how these rocks happen, why they happen, and those types of things. And so that's how it all just kind of worked out for us.
Allison said lava made her laugh so hard this morning she almost couldn't breathe. Don't ever do it with food or water in your mouth.
Oh, lava was part of the catering company that fed the Forest Service during the fire seasons.
Oh, wow. That's
yeah,
awesome.
Firefighters are awesome. Not all of them, trust me. Oh, thanks, Turtle.
My brain. On the left side, there's nothing right. On the right side, there's nothing left.
Nice.
Thank you, Turtle.
Soul says, honestly, if your spouse isn't your best friend, something isn't quite right.
That is very true.
And then Daniel says, it's not an easy job, Brian. My cousin is retired fire paramedic, and he was done.
Yeah.
The thing about the job is, because people are always, oh, that's such a dangerous job. Well, it's dangerous if you don't, learn how to engage a fire, because there's some very basic rules to engaging fires. And if you learn those and you pay attention and you learn from the old hands that have been doing it for a long time, it's not that unsafe. It has potential for very bad consequences, but that's typically because you've done something to put yourself into that scenario. And if you're following the basic rules and all that, you really shouldn't end up in that kind of a situation. So I did get myself into a couple of close calls, and I can tell you right now, it was my own damn fault. There was nobody else responsible for why I almost got myself seriously injured or killed. It would have been bad. But either way, that's in the past, and now it's all about the rocks.
And now we risk our lives for rocks.
Yeah.
We've done that many times.
But, then like Julie said, my previous career, though, has been helpful because I was always hiking with a pack anyways. To me, that's just normal. And I've got good ideas on, what kind of stuff we need to carry to keep ourselves sustained for, a 24-hour period, and safety equipment, yes, we do have safety equipment. No, I don't always use it. Like my gloves. I know. But, we don't take risks with what we do, but there is potential to get hurt when you're out in some of the environments that we've been in. I mean, without a doubt, you can get hurt. I mean, we've come home a few times with holes and scrapes.
Well, let's talk about our recent falls. I mean, you fell 30 feet. I fell 10 feet head first.
Oh, there's my dad.
Hey, Dad, Tom.
That's right, 56 years.
Yeah.
He says, Brian, being together is okay. Your mother and I have been together for 56 years. Yeah. And it's great, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. Like I said, there's nobody else I'd rather be hanging out with. So, and hi, Mom and Dad. Aunt Jean.
Hi, Aunt Jean.
I know
Hi,
you're
Linda.
there. I know you're there too. So, let's see.
So how we met is I had been cutting his daughter Zoe's hair for about 1.5 years. And one day he decided to bring Zoe in.
Well,
we don't have to give the whole entire
I'm just saying,
backstory.
somebody else used to take Zoe in to get her hair cut, and when that person was removed from the picture, it fell upon me to take her in. So I was taking Zoe in, and I was going to drop her off, and I was going to leave. Mm-hmm. That's all I was going to do. I wasn't even going to go into the building. And as I pulled up, I'm stay this side, and you can take over.
Oh, So
as I pulled up,
yeah, go ahead.
I had this nagging feeling just saying, you need to go in there and check this place out. You're dropping your daughter off here for the first time. You don't know anything about it. You don't know anything about the people. For all you know, this is some sort of clandestine drug den. So go check it out. So doing my dad thing, I went in. And when we went in, Zoe's standing right next to me. Julie's working on a client, turns around and says, "Hi, Zoe." And I leaned over to Zoe and I go, "That's your hairstylist?" She goes, "Yep." I said, "I think I'm going to stick around." That's exactly what I said. And then I did.
Yep, and it's we've been together ever since. So, but after he left, all the girls in my shop, they were like, "What the heck was that?" And I said, "Oh, that's just my future husband." So
Yeah, that's kind of what happened there.
I was partly joking, but partly not.
Yeah, I mean, so so when we leave, I'm talking to Zoe and I'm like, man, I really like her because we just clicked. It's almost like we'd known each other our whole lives already. There was just this constant conversation and
I
bantering.
kept asking him, "Are you sure I haven't met you somewhere?"
Yeah, and so Zoe said, well, why don't you go get her phone number? And I said, "Are you kidding me?" I said, "If she's, what if she's dating somebody, or she might even be married for all I know, and if I do ask and she is single, but she doesn't want to give it to me." That was an entire building filled with women. I can take one-on-one rejection, but not with an audience.
There was probably about 16 women in the salon that day, and everybody was just, watching.
Yeah. So then Zoe says, "Well, you want me to go in there and ask her for it?" And I'm like, "Would you?" So my daughter goes in. It goes up to Julie, and I don't know what she said. I just know what the answer was.
Well, she started asking about hair products.
Oh yeah, she was.
But she does this thing where she starts
picking at her
nails.
Yeah, she's.
And I'm
up
sitting
to
there
something.
thinking, okay, that's a nervous thing. So anyway, then she's like, so my dad wanted to know if you were single or if you're married, and if you are single, could he have your number? And so I said, well, I wrote it on the back of the card.
It was on the business card she handed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, already had it. Hang on a second. Ken G's here. Oh, hi, Ken and Lisa. How
Hi,
is
Ken.
Lisa doing?
Hopefully she's getting
Hopefully
better.
everything's good. Hi, Amber. I know there's a few people that have come in that we missed. If we didn't say hi to you, just let us know. Stan said, "Hi, Stan." He says, "Fibberface, you already told the story of swinging over a cliff by a sweatshirt."
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, we've done that. Yeah.
Is a straw in my emergency kit? It is now.
Bob, U.S. Navy, then 15 years as a firefighter.
Wow. Nice. Okay. Thank you, Bob.
Yeah, I got Brian a straw so that he's never without one.
Yep, I always have a straw now. Okay, just checking in, make sure we didn't miss anybody. She came from the hospital, home from the hospital today. She was sick, but she's doing better. Okay. Yeah, keep us posted on that.
Man, she's just having a rough go.
So, to continue on that story, so that was May 2nd, and I texted her that afternoon, and we were kind of going back and forth, and I asked her if she wanted to go out, and she said she had plans to go out with her best friend, but we made plans for
Next night?
the following night, or I think maybe it was the following.
It was the next night.
I think it was the next night.
But then right as I told him that, my best friend texted me and said, "I just all of a sudden came down with a fever. I don't know what's going on." And I was like, well, then there you go. And so I texted him back and I said, well,
Hi, squirrel.
I said, I'm free.
Yeah, so we went to the movies, and
I told him we would be that annoying couple that sits in the movie and talks through the whole thing if we went to a movie.
But we did go see The Amazing Spider-Man, and I still have the ticket stub.
You do?
I do.
Aw.
Yeah,
You must have my ticket stub.
I have mine. I kept one. I didn't keep both. I just kept one.
Oh, you just kept one.
I just kept one
I
ticket
just
stub.
kept one.
Yeah. So, anyways, we were together that night at the movies, and we hung out till 3 or 4 in the morning just talking. And we've been together ever since.
Yeah.
Literally. I mean, that's how it worked. So there it is.
There it is. That's our story.
Story of the rockhounding and how we met.
But after the rockhounding,
Mm-hmm.
or we started scoping out the areas around our place. Now, did we want to get into that?
Nah. There's a whole nother story behind
We were going to talk about
how we ended up with claims.
Yeah, because we didn't want claims to begin with.
No, that was not part of the plan.
It wasn't part of the plan, but it happened. So it just, and it was stressful and horrible, and
It's Kristen, sinking slowly with a smile. Says, hi, guy, Kristen here. I don't know if you saw my comment, but after the trip to your site, I thought to myself, I forgot to ask you how you guys met. But I'm late to this conversation, so I'll have to rewatch.
Yeah, just rewatch. We got it's all on there.
Yeah, it's all in there. And Jeff says, I'm so glad you got those claims. So let's do do you guys want to know why we ended up with claims? Hi there.
Hey, Karen.
Good to see you. And Karen, are you going anywhere this month? Inquiring Brian's want to know.
Yeah, inquiring brands want to
Uh,
know.
some restraint. What did he do?
What?
Bob says, tell us about the claims. I don't know. Still the best trip
Okay.
ever. Thank you guys so much. Can't wait to do it again. My friends who are rockhounds are jealous. Okay, she'll message us. Cool, Karen. Yeah, and hopefully everything's going good for you with your collarbone and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the claims. Go ahead.
The claims. So when we started rockhounding, I wanted to find really cool rocks around our area, close by, close to home. So, we didn't have to drive for hours and hours, and just something close to home.
Yeah. So
we started out in our area, and how far of a stretch is it to, past Gap Creek to where we started? The I-17. What is that?
Straight line, it's probably pushing, just thinking about because the road curves a lot.
Yeah.
I would say straight line, it's got to be somewhere between 12 and 15 miles.
12 and 15 miles. Okay, so
I
there's
never really mapped it.
12 and 15 mile stretch out by are these the Black Hills?
Yeah, these are called the
Black Hills. And so we just started going out there, parking, and just hiking.
Drainage ridge.
Oh my gosh. So we were basically combing the area. It had taken us years to hone in on this area.
A couple of years, yeah.
Couple years.
I think so.
Yeah, it took us a couple years. And we started finding chips, they're getting bigger. And then we were finding our really good agates.
Yep.
And so one of our friends said, hey, you got to be careful because there's a claim out there. And we're like, well, we've never seen any posts out there.
Nope.
So we looked it up on the map, and we saw a section.
Okay. Doesn't matter. We figured out where it was.
We figured out where the claims
We
at.
hadn't been on it, so that was
weren't
fine.
there.
But it wasn't marked anyway, so it's invalid. It didn't matter. But
so we started taking people out to our area.
Not a fee thing.
Not
it was
a fee
just,
thing.
Hey, come check this place out. It's
amazing.
amazing. It's so cool. And we wanted to share it with some close friends and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, it kind of got out of hand, and a friend of a friend posted on Facebook the material, and he's like, I want to claim this. Who's in with me? Yeah. And we're like, oh my gosh. first off, if somebody takes you to their spot and say, please keep this secret because it's special. Hey, Mike, you don't go and just put that material on Facebook and be like, hey,
well, who wants to claim it with me? That was the problem.
That was
the problem. So that was
so that's
the next morning.
So that's what sparked it.
We gathered materials and went out and staked claims.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that quick. It was like, there's no way somebody's coming in here and cutting us out of
and just
what we have found.
Yeah. No, it's our regular agates, not fire agate, but just like just moss, all of our stuff.
All of our claim material that you've seen, yeah.
And so what was it like? We get a call.
It was about a week.
A week.
We get an email from someone telling us.
We're not naming names.
No, telling us to call them to discuss the area where our claims are.
Yeah. So we do. So we called him, and he says, "What did he say?"
Starts off right away with.
Yeah. This first thing he says.
You're trespassing. I have a claim out there, and you need to stay out of there. And we knew who it was. We knew where his. Jerry wants to know if we're still friends with the individual that said that. Acquaintances. Yeah. I don't think it was one of those, like he really had an intent behind it. It was just, he was just so...
He was so excited.
Excited and amazed with the material that he just, threw something out there. And of course it sparked us to respond because we saw it as a threat.
Yeah.
So anyways, we call this individual who says we're trespassing and this, that, and the other.
This is another individual.
And different guy.
This is a different guy who called up, who emailed us and said, you need to contact me. So this is the guy that has a claim out there. And so that's why he said that you're trespassing. And
yeah. And so I said, no, we're not. I said, I know exactly where your claim sits. I downloaded a map and overlaid it. And we're south of where your claim markers are. And that's all I told him. And then
yes, Turtle.
That was the end of the phone call. And a week after that, we go out to our claims, and there's claim markers strung across the top of ours.
So they claimed over our claims.
Yeah, staked over the top of us. And so we saw the paperwork. Called up that same individual that had said we were trespassing and said, hey, you claimed over the top of our claims and you need to come remove your posts. And he didn't respond. It was an email.
So then we called the sheriff.
Then we called the sheriff to help enforce because that's what you're supposed to do. Sheriff made contact with him and he said, I'm right, they're wrong. And if they continue to contact me, I'll sue them for harassment. Okay.
So then we did what was it?
We did a cease and desist letter to the Gem and Mineral Club that was affiliated with the claim as well, and basically said, this is what has happened, and we are now requesting you to remove your posts and stay off our claims. And they never responded.
So it took, so we let the BLM know, and it took them about 10 months. 10 months. 10 months to figure out who was in the right and wrong here. And so they had them remove all of the posts, and they had staked 4 claims over our 3. And
hi, Reptile Z.
Hello. And so they were just trying to block us out so that, nobody had access to it. Mm-hmm. So anyway, so that was the whole ordeal. But,
yeah, and so we had game cameras up and keeping an eye on, and nobody had been out there from their group.
Yes,
and again,
there had been people out there.
Well,
that whole hillside had been taken down, and my favorite.
I don't think it was related to the group.
You don't think so?
No, I think that. Well,
we have pictures.
Okay, indirectly. Either way, I get an alert because it's connected to my cell phone. I get an alert saying movement, and I look at the pictures that are coming in, and there's a group of people heading into the claims, and I'm thinking, oh crap, we got to get out there and get these people off our claims. And as we're getting ready to go and whatnot, my phone goes off again, and here comes one of them, and he's got a stack of the PVC pipes that were used for their claim markers on his shoulder, and he's hiking them out. And I'm
Yeah,
going,
so
oh,
it wasn't firewood, Kyle.
look at that. They're taking their markers off of us. I guess we don't have to run out there. And so I just kept an eye on, and photos kept coming in of them removing all of their posts from our claims. And that was the end of it. But during that time, we had these claims, and it was not something, like I said, we intended to do, but we're glad we did. I mean, the guy that posted that online about who I want to claim this area, who's in it with me, actually did us a favor in a way, because we had no intent to put a claim out until that happened. And we staked ours 2 weeks before the other individual, this different person, staked over the top of us, strictly with the intent to block us out of there. That's the only reason.
So if he hadn't have said anything, then he would have blocked us out of there, because I guess he saw some of our videos on YouTube.
Somebody sent him a link to it.
Yeah, somebody sent him a link. So yeah, he saw that. So
He wasn't happy.
yeah, he didn't want us out
But
there.
so then it was like, okay, so well, now what do we do? Because we still want to share this with people. And so somebody said to us, well, have you guys thought about doing fee digs on your claims? And we're like, no. And so that's how the fee digs have come out, to where, in the winter months, because we're not going to bring you guys out in the summer months. You're not
Summer
used
months
to
are
this.
horrible.
We're dumb enough to go out and do it, but that doesn't mean everybody else needs to be. But it would be more important to be able to share this with people in the right time of the season. So November to April, we offer those opportunities to go out.
Yes, you can walk through a mineral claim. You can walk through it. You can camp. You can hunt.
Yeah, you have the full spectrum of recreation inside of a claim. The only thing you cannot do is take any minerals. You can't take the rocks, but you can do anything else. You can take firewood. If there was a lake, you can fish. You can do all those
when somebody's
things.
walking in with a bucket, a backpack, a rock hammer, spray bottles.
Yeah, then there's something going on.
You kind of see that something's a little fishy.
Yeah, when the camera shows an individual with a bucket and a spray bottle, you got a pretty good idea what they're up to. We'll take a little drive out. So, but yeah, you can't collect any rocks, but you can do anything else recreational out there. I mean,
Yeah.
that's no issue. And then there was another question in here. Do claims expire or have to be renewed? So you have to renew them every year in September.
Jerry, can I streak? Yeah, you can.
You can, but everything here is designed to stab, sting, poke, bite, or envenomate. Or as one of our good friends has told us, it's filled with murder bushes. So at your own risk.
That's your own risk.
And so on the renewals, every year we have to renew, and it's $200 per claim. And so it went up. It used to be
Yeah.
150, I think
They
it was.
couldn't block us out because you can still walk through.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sunburn is real.
Yeah, no, they were just trying to block us from being able to grab the minerals, not block us out of the actual area, but block us from being able to collect where we had decided
Where we had put our claims.
we want to be.
And Jeff says,
So-
I dare you, Jerry.
Yeah. Jeff, you've been there.
Yeah,
So-
Jeff's been there. He's done that.
Oh, and it's Kristen. It's one hell of a hike. And that was a little bit brutal, but so fun.
Yeah. We had fun.
I slept all the way the next day and used muscles in my chest I didn't know I had. Yeah, it's and that's what we tell people, when we send out our email, it says this is a strenuous rockhound experience. It's not like what most rockhounds are used to doing, especially when they go out with their clubs and things like that. Not that there's anything wrong with clubs and the things they do, but they have field trips that are designed more for very easy collecting. You only walk a short distance, maybe, that kind of stuff. And that is not our claims. Our claims are up and down, and
Cliffs.
yeah, and you're
Horrible slopes.
crashing through bushes half the time, getting knocked in the head by a juniper. I mean, it's an experience. Hence the reason we call it an expedition.
If you're not watching where you're going, I mean, I've been hit by a branch, knocked backwards into cow poo before.
Oh,
So-
good night, Daniel.
Good night, Daniel.
And Cheryl wants proof that Jerry actually did. That's so funny. Yeah, Chris says, I'm used to taking more trips to the car to unload my rocks. Yeah, and how many times would you like to have gone back to the truck to unload rocks?
On our claims, you don't do that. Once you're out there, you pack in as much as you can to get back to the truck, because once you get to the truck, you think that you can make dual trips, and how many people we've had? 2 people do that. 2 people that we've taken out
I'm just reading some comments.
that have only done that twice.
Lori, the elevation on the claims runs right around 3,600 or so, right in that range, plus or minus 1 to 200 feet, depending on which part of it you're on.
A lot of scree slopes.
And then Kristen says, yeah, like the time Brian told me, it's straight up from here, but then it evens out. And then when we got up there, she was going, where does it even out?
Where does it even out?
I'm like, well, it's a little more level.
A little bit,
we went from this to this.
Yeah, it's fine.
Turtle, I had an easy, restful hike. Just had to pay Brian an extra $20 to pack out all my rocks. Bear Canyon on steroids, I would imagine. Bear Canyon's a pretty tough one, too.
Yeah, Bear Canyon is hard.
We were there when it was pretty dang hot, too.
Yeah,
so.
it was like, what, 95 degrees? It was hot.
Yeah.
Hello, Catherine.
Allison, branches are not an especially common threat here on the prairie. Right. Yeah. But it is a lot of fun. And the thing is we don't just, set you out there and wish you the best of luck. We're with you the whole day. We get an idea of what you're looking for, patterns, colors, whatever. And we go, okay, we know where some of that is usually found. So we'll go up over this way, and then we just turn you loose and we stay within shouting distance of each other. And we just have a great day out on the claims. I mean, it's just...
Yeah, because every hill...
It's just fun.
...is different. So...
Yeah, Jeff said it was 100 when he was at Bear Canyon.
Oof. Yeah, it's just hot.
Hello, Catherine.
So...
Vicky Stark, we love the adventure of your claims, although I'm a bit slow packing out. We will be there again this next winter. Look forward to you coming out. And, hey, as we've tell everybody, speed is not a factor when you're on the claims. We are there all day for the people that are out there. And if it's Julie and me and we're the only ones going out, we'll go out at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. We won't come home till 7, 8 o'clock at night. I mean, so if you want to go hang out on the claims for the entire day,
yeah,
we'll be there. It's not a problem.
Yep.
Stan, your claim's nearly 2,000 feet below where I live. Yeah. Do we hunt every day? Not every day.
No, not every day.
That'll wear you out, to be perfectly honest.
Yes.
When we stack 4 days in a row, which
when
we've done.
Yeah, when we stack 4 days, that's rough.
There's about a 3-day, 4-day recovery after that, because it's pretty brutal.
It is hard.
Because normally we're carrying our stuff, and we usually have to help people carry their stuff out too.
Yeah, so it's
because it's literally not like anything you've probably done as a rockhound before. It's very different. So
it's rough.
Doug just submitted your names to the who's who of great real people. Well, thanks, Doug.
Thanks, Doug.
We do try to be as real as possible.
And there have been so many people that come onto the claims and they're like, you said it was rugged. I didn't think it was going to be like this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what did I say? What did I put in the paper?
Craig says 2 days in a row is difficult for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've had it stacked up 4 days in a row.
4 days in a row.
And it was rough.
I don't want to do that again, ever.
Oh, he says difficult for sure. Yeah, 2 days in a row can be. And it really just depends on how much we're hauling out. But the problem is because we're now doing the live sales and getting the material out to the folks that, either can't make it out here to go on the claims themselves or, not physically capable of doing it. We want to still be able to share that material with all those folks too. And so we're now shopping when we're collecting.
Yeah, when we're
shopping
out there,
for rocks.
I'm like, oh, so-and-so would love this. Oh, so-and-so would love that. And so I'm just collecting because, or for mystery boxes.
Mystery boxes.
Yeah, we went shopping for mystery boxes because, you know, I got my old stock in the backyard. I wanted some new stock.
Well, and that was the thing. Those of you that, you know, we just sent those boxes out Friday, I think it was.
Yeah.
Thursday or Friday, the last few that were waiting on stuff. That's because we wanted to get another trip out to the claims.
And we've been taking trips out to the claims.
We've been taking trips out to the claim, but we wanted another. Actually, we did 2 more. We did 2 more trips out.
I always want to see if I can find the next best thing.
Because we were looking for other more specific types of things to get into some of those boxes, and so that's where the delay comes in. That's the hard part about mystery boxes, is if we don't know who you are, those boxes are fairly easy to fill because we can throw a lot of the different types of material in there, and then we send it out to you. But once we get to know you, and for some of you that put it out there on YouTube or into the Facebook pages,
and we see
start
what you like,
seeing what you like, now we're starting to pick things specific to match what your interests are, or what we assume are, or what you've told us are.
And I can remember things like that because rocks and my brain it's a weird connection. So I know what people like.
Yeah, 100%. And then, let's see, Bob said he wants a mystery box. Well, you'll have to wait, Bob.
We're going to be gone for 5 weeks.
Yeah. But there is going to be somebody that's going to be out checking on the claims.
Yes. So it's not like we're going to be gone.
He's watching right now.
He's watching right now.
Unless he suddenly turned it off.
Yeah. And he might just not say anything at all. So, but no, he goes out there quite often. So
Lava Bison, tailored mystery boxes. Yeah, wait till you see yours.
You're gonna freak.
You got a specific chunk coming to you that was handpicked, tailored strictly for you. And I guarantee you, you'll know which one it is.
And you got to look at it under
Oh,
like if you have like a microscope or it's gonna be cool.
what's this?
Allison can do that.
Jerry says, "Is it me?" I don't know what he's referring.
What?
And then Chris from Sunken Chest says, "I like fire agates. Our deal still stands. You and Brian, come here and I'll show you how to hunt fairburns. And I want to hunt fire agates. We can definitely put you in a place where you will find fire agate."
Actually, we're coming up there.
We are coming up there.
We are. I want to find bubblegum agate.
That'll be in September.
September. End of September?
Beginning. First 2 weeks.
First 2 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're coming back to South Dakota because I want to try again. I got to try. I don't know if we found Fairburn. I haven't even done my Fairburn video yet. We haven't even.
No, we haven't even unloaded what we found from last year. They're still in the bags waiting.
In a bag waiting.
Until she's ready to go, I don't unbag them. Otherwise, they get misplaced and
yeah. Except for the small bag that I have in the bathroom rocks.
And then Megmac says, "My mystery birthday win box was so great. I'm just thrilled. So lovely. Thank you so very much."
Awesome.
I'm
Yay.
very happy that you like that.
Yes, bubble gum.
Wait, what? Fairburn, he says?
What?
Sunken. Oh, Allison's got the microscope too. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we went.
He says, "Please get a hold of me."
We went to French Creek last year.
Yeah, last year we went to French Creek, but we're going to be up in that area
we went
in September.
Everywhere.
So we'll get a hold of you when we're coming up.
I should.
You have a Fairburn? He's asking.
We might.
We might have a couple.
We might have some, but not like great ones.
Yeah.
I think I'll have to do the video. I have a video. I have some rocks from there. We'll have to see. Like I now know. Like I got the Fairburn book.
Yeah.
And I read it like I think 10 times while we were coming back home.
Allison says she has a premiere in an hour tonight of a neighbor kid losing his mind looking in the microscope. Allison, please link that video in here.
Yeah.
So people know when we're done. So an hour, 8 o'clock our time.
And we can open.
We're going to open these and get this
boxes.
rolling, so then we can get out of the way and watch yours.
bottle.
Plus, we still have some. We still have packing of the trailer to do.
Yes, we have packing of the trailer.
Oh, and Jerry cut an AZRE rock today in his video. I have not checked social media much today at all, so I got some catching up to do after we get the trailer finished getting packed. So, but we do have 2 boxes to open tonight. I think we will start with, which one do you want to start with?
Whichever one. Give me a spray bottle.
Alrighty. Hey, Derek. Ryan, hello. Oh, I think we got everybody. You keep calling our agate Cave Creek Crazy Lace. So the actual name of our agates, and you can look them up even from before we got our claims, they are Rodeo Flats. That's the actual name, Rodeo Flats agate. So we just like to call it AZRE, but that's the real name.
I want to show the rock that we just cut that we got the other day.
You
didn't open it? Where's your knife?
No, I'm answering questions in here. So they were asking. Oh, Cheryl showed her mystery box in the live last night. See, I wasn't. We were dealing with something else last night and didn't. We have not really looked at YouTube stuff in 2 days, I think, 3 days.
We had a family thing going on.
We had a family thing going on.
And the day before.
But yeah, they wanted to know the name, and it's it's Rodeo Flats, the type of agate.
Oh yes, Rodeo Flats agate.
It's Rodeo Flats. So
we gave it away on the live since there's 87 people in here.
Well, I mean, that's what the real name is, and I expect these people that are watching us aren't claim jumping types, and they're going to be respectful and contact us if they want to get out on the claims. So
whose box is
that? That
this?
is from Taz, Bert, and Belinda.
This must be Belinda's handwriting. She has very nice handwriting.
Yeah, I don't think that's Bert's handwriting.
I don't think that's Bert's handwriting. Okay, so you think we could do 2 boxes in 1 hour?
Yes, I think we can.
Okay.
I have faith in you.
Okay.
Make it go.
I can't get lost in rocks today. Okay, I'll save this for the very end. There you go.
Ma had an important question. Yes, I did see that. Ma, you can send that. We do have somebody that's going to be getting our mail for us. Or actually, let me think on that.
What?
Your necklace. Send it or hang on to it till we get back.
Hang on to it.
Okay, so hang on to that, Ma, until we're back. So we'll let you know when we're back in pocket. 87 people, 47 likes, says Derek. I'm seeing 65 people and 36 likes on mine.
I'm seeing 85.
Mine does not.
Okay, I'm gonna unplug that.
And Jerry says we're all busy. Jerry, what were we talking about there that I missed, possibly?
Oops. Hold on. You might get a nostril shot. Sorry.
Teresa says, I'm not sure if my box is camera worthy. Oh, I'm sure it is, because you know what? We love having rocks sent to us.
There it goes.
And seeing what other people have collected and then wanted to share, because that's what makes it super cool, is we all get to share.
Yeah.
All catching up on videos is what he's saying. Okay, yeah. We had a lot of things suddenly come crashing in a 36-hour stretch that we had to deal with rapidly.
These are some agates, jaspers, and crystals from the San Rafael. I didn't include any dino poop. I need a bigger saw. So it must have been a massive poo.
And Stan Sir says, I don't care what you call them, they're just mighty fine agates.
Mighty
and that's
fine.
why we just say they're just, AZRE claim agates. I mean, that's...
Yeah. Let's see. Let me make sure that's turned up.
That is bright in my eyes.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. You're doing your thing. I have to adjust.
Yeah, adjust.
I am. Taz says it's his handwriting.
Taz, is that your
That's
handwriting?
really your handwriting?
Wow, that is so much better than mine.
You have some of the most amazing handwriting for a guy that I have ever seen.
Usually guys have chicken scratch. Okay.
Wait, nostril shot comment made me look up. Didn't know I wanted to see a nostril shot.
Ooh, look at the colors in that.
Now Mo wants to see the handwriting.
Okay.
It's really nice.
It is very nice handwriting. Let me
Dang, Taz.
yeah. This is Taz's handwriting.
Not my chicken scratch.
Look
that's
at
for sure.
that. It is so nice. Sorry, Taz. Not to put you on the spot.
I think he is left-handed from the looks of it.
It looks like you're left-handed, Taz.
Yeah.
I'm left-handed.
Yes, she is.
Look at the color in that. That's
a nice
really
rock.
pretty.
Ooh.
Oh.
This came out of the swell. Wow. See,
Yeah.
we were talking about when we were there that we needed to go check it out more. So yeah, we need to do that.
Turtle says must be AI. Oh, now I want to cut into that and see what, like right in there, see what you get.
Bus says that is some above average nice man handwriting. Yeah, I say for a guy, that's impressive.
Yeah. Ooh. What is this? I've seen this before. This has got to be like
Oh wow.
look at that. It's like
Look at that.
little bots
What in
all
the world?
over this thing.
Little orange bots.
Yeah, look at that.
That is cool.
That's awesome.
Cheese curd. And
cheese
Rockabee
curd.
Says, that's what Jerry said. Rockabee says bumpy coolness.
It is bumpy coolness. Oh, I wonder what that looks
And
like.
Amber says Southpaws are some of my favorite people.
I'm a southpaw. Wow. Ooh, there might be some goodies waiting in that.
Chest says, warty little fella. And Taz says there's celestite crystals inside.
Celestite crystals inside. Okay, so that's a must cut. Oh, and there's another one. Ooh. So there you go. Okay, wait, let me zoom this out. Okay, so this is one of them, and that's what's on the inside. That is very cool.
Oh, wow.
Look at inside of that. Oh, it's like a little city of bots. That is cool. Look at that. Very cool. Buttonholes.
Yeah, that is really
I
cool.
love that one right there.
Yeah, we are so
Look
going
at
to the
that.
swell.
Yeah, we did talk about it.
Amber's husband's a southpaw, and her grandmother, her son, and her uncle.
Ooh.
One of my 3 kids is a lefty, and so was their mother. Or is their mother, because she's still alive.
Look at that. I have to zoom out. Look at it is like very sparkly in there.
Hey, Jim Fry.
Hey, Jim.
He says he's just in time for Bottsville.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
That's really cool.
I'm trying to see.
This is from the
what it
San
looks
Rafael
like.
Swell in eastern Utah. That was sent to us from Tasman.
That's got to be.
Berlinda.
Wow. It is so crystally. Look at inside of that. Does anyone know what kind of crystal that is? Inside.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they're kind of blades. It makes me wonder if it's
Like,
barite.
no, I don't think it's. No, I think it's some kind of a. Like the crap.
Celestite?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at the. I'm just going to spray it a little bit. No, I'm not. Hold on. look at that crazy color. Zeolite?
Oh, they could be zeolite.
They could be zeolites, yeah.
Jim Price says those are sea monkey guano chunks.
Oh, heck yeah. That is cool. See, it's one of those bumpy ones again. That is cool. Oh, and the Taz cut the back of it.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Chris,
The orbs in
Something
that.
Chef says, yep, it's my crystal is what it is. Send it on over. Look at that. That is phenomenal.
Isn't that cool?
What a cool piece.
That is so pretty. That's like, let's polish that. That is so pretty.
That is
oh my gosh.
really nice.
I think it's a little bit, there we go. There we go. That's a better picture. There we go.
Wow.
Now I can get into it. It was too close. Ooh, wow.
Hey, Thomas.
Hey, Tom. You made it onto a live.
Hey, Scott's here now. Hi, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
Scott, your package might have to wait till we get back because we still haven't seen...
We still haven't figured it out.
Still haven't figured that out. Oh, Derek found wolfenite.
Oh.
Whoa.
What is that? Oh, not with the crystal thumb.
It's fine.
Oh.
He came out of there. There was a spider that had a home in one of those rocks, and he just got himself killed. Derek found wolfenite last weekend.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
So these are all from the San Rafael swell. This one almost feels like it's quartzite.
Really?
It almost feels like it.
Could be.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Jim. He just gifted 5 memberships.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Jim. Yeah, just because look at the, I mean, maybe it's not, but it has that feeling like quartzite.
Kind of sugary.
Kind of sugary.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe it's not. Maybe it's a chert rock.
I didn't see it before you got
Jasper.
it wet.
Let me see if the...
Cass has no extra charge for the spider.
Ooh.
Appreciate that.
Awesome. Brian killed it with my crystal thumb.
I did. You didn't leave any marks, though. See?
I just cleaned it, too.
Well, that was the closest thing I had to smashing with. Stan says it looks like a pigeon blood agate.
Oh, a pigeon blood agate.
Pigeon's blood, yeah.
Pigeon's blood.
Which I don't know.
All right, next one. Oh, look at that little garden down there.
You've got about 40 minutes, roughly. I mean, 45 complete, but
Wow.
I don't want to push it that close.
Soul's getting all sorts of memberships today, huh? She's the lucky one. That's cool. This is kind of like a lavender up here.
Lavender?
Lavender.
Oh, we still have the...
Oh, I didn't know if we were going to do that or not.
I thought we were.
Oh, I didn't set a goal.
Oh, there's a bunch in here, too. Oh, my gosh. We might have to take this one with us and do it on the road.
Yeah, we might take it on the road.
Derek wants to know why pigeons specifically. I don't know.
Ooh, look how red that is.
Dang.
Wow, that is super red. That is very red inside. Wow. Look at that.
Pretty amazing. Those
That
are
is.
some great pieces.
Yeah.
Blood red, says
Blood
Chris.
red. All right, let's see what the next one
Yeah,
is.
Tom, those are from the San Rafael Swell in eastern Utah.
This one almost looks like yellow cat.
Not a carnelian.
This one looks like yellow cat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah, because we have a few like this that are from yellow cat.
Yeah.
Look
That's
at
a cool
that.
piece, too.
Yeah,
Look
it
at
is
that.
cool. Look at that. That's what the agates look like in Yellow Cat. That would be really cool to like do macro shots of inside of those. And it's kind of like jaspery on the bottom. That dark, like the red and the orange and yeah, that's really pretty.
It's a good piece.
Yeah. That's cool.
Diane says taking rocks to go rockhounding. Novel idea.
Yeah. We will take some rocks.
We know Allison's got a premiere coming up here at 8 o'clock our time, and so we don't. So if we're getting short on time before we get into the box from Teresa, we'll take Teresa's box with us, and while we're out and about, one of these nights we'll do an unboxing out in wherever we are.
Look at that crystal one.
Right back.
Okay. Look at that.
Still dripping outside.
I know, it is still raining. It's very odd. That is so pretty. And look at the crystals in that. Super cool. Oh, you had a great time hanging out with Lance and Amanda on Thursday? That's cool. Yeah, this is from Taz, man. I'm ripping boxes open, or ripping out all these packages. The rocks are just piling up right now. Brian says I couldn't get it all done, but I'm going to. Here's this one. This one I think might need some light. Ooh, look at that. All right, thank you so much, Rockaby. Thanks for hanging out. It's a little bit late. There's through the light there. That's cool.
Did you answer Sunken? He wants to know if it's raining at the claims. Yes.
Oh yeah, it is.
We live very close to our claims.
Yes. Yep, they are quite close.
No, Allison, you don't need to change your time frame. It's fine. 2 hours is plenty of time for us. We don't need to go any longer than that.
Look at this pink rock.
And yeah, please link your
Here,
video.
I'm gonna turn that off.
Hey, there you go.
There. It's like pink and purple and blue. Erosion,
yeah. That's one of the cool things about
all new
Arizona
rocks.
is monsoon season, where it just, you get really good storms out there, and then you go out to the claims afterwards, and it's like the whole hillsides have just reset.
Yeah.
And it's so much fun.
That has so much color in it.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Yvonne. She's gifted 5 memberships.
Oh, thank you, Yvonne. Part 2.
Allison says, our video is short, and if we want to take a break, come back for a part 2. All right, we'll just see how it goes here.
Yeah, we might do that.
We might get through it. I mean, we're at 7:20. We're looking okay for right now. I think we have a chance.
I got the next one. Oh wow, look at the color in that.
I wonder
Yeah, we got
if
some
they
of
sent it
that.
back.
Look at that color in that. Ooh. Red. Tomcat got a membership. That's awesome.
Yay. Okay. There, these are the last
He's
of them.
usually the one giving out memberships too, so
Yeah, Josh.
he got one.
All of you have been just great at supporting.
yeah, you guys are awesome.
supporting us and the other channels and all that. It's so great. We appreciate it.
We do appreciate you guys a lot for coming and hanging out with us and
Being a part of our world.
yeah. We get to share our world with you.
Derek, you cannot use any sort of power tool or equipment on our claims. No. In order to do that, we'd have to go through an entire process and get approval
Ooh.
through the local forest office. And quite honestly, I don't
not
think
worth it.
I don't think it's necessary to have to use that. You know, to use
Look
that
at
type of
that.
equipment.
Yeah. That is so cool. Almost looks like a fruit. That is awesome. And then, ooh. How did that rock happen?
Diane says, "Ask the magic 8-ball." What am I asking the magic 8-ball? I missed the question. No, can't even use a battery-operated one.
Yeah.
Not without.
That's cool, that line.
Again, we'd have to put together a plan of operations and go to the Forest Service and do a bunch of hoop jumping.
Which is called a poo.
Yeah.
No dynamite.
Yep, dynamite not allowed. That's actually
So-
on our flyer too.
Yeah, look at that.
You can't use explosives on the National Forest at all, so just a heads up on that one.
That's sweet. Just putting some light through it.
Somebody was saying, ask the magic. Diane was asking about ask the magic 8-ball. What are we asking the magic 8-ball?
What are we asking the magic 8-ball?
I have it right in front of me. It's been sitting here, so I was trying to figure out if there was
more.
something I wanted to ask it, but I hadn't gotten there yet. You want to pass me those other ones, and I'll
Oh, yeah, yeah.
get those off the table?
Yeah, I'm getting quite crowded over here.
Yes, you are.
Was there any more in there?
Nope, I got them all. They're right here in front of you now.
All right.
So,
And there's the other one.
Nick wants to know live sale in the future. Yes, there will be a live sale in June
When we get back.
when we get back.
We have a few things to do.
Yeah, Diane, let us know about the question for the 8-ball. I'll be happy to ask it. She'd ask the magic 8-ball what the winning lotto numbers are. It doesn't give us numbers, man. It's
Yeah. That's cool.
yeah, it doesn't do that, unfortunately.
But I am going to, if you are part of the AZRE crew, we will be updating you guys.
Which is a members thing.
Members thing.
Oh, ask the magic 8-ball about opening the other box tonight. Oh, good.
Oh.
That's a good question.
Ooh, look
Should
at
we
that.
open Teresa's box tonight?
Look at that color in there. Wow.
It is decidedly so, says the
Okay.
8-ball.
Well, then we will take a break.
Well, we
And-
still got 36 minutes. You're looking okay for right now.
Okay. And Chris says, I was your first like, Allison. Oops.
Chris,
Oh.
does the winning number start with 1? Outlook not so good. Does it start with 2? Try again later. This might take a while.
Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's like rainbow moss.
That's nuts.
Ah, I love it.
Oh, Teresa.
That's so pretty.
We don't do comparisons.
What? No.
She says, "Oh my gosh, mine can't compare to these. These are so beautiful."
No, we don't ever do comparisons.
All rocks are cool. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Look at that. We love all rocks.
Uh-huh. Rocks and roads.
Rocks. Rocks for days. I
Oh,
like
thanks, Dave. He says, a bit late to the party.
Hey Dave. Ah,
Like all
I'm
pit
I'm a
videos
little
as
bit-
you're just
there we
getting into
go.
this hobby. Thanks for all you do. You are
thank
welcome.
you. Yeah, it does kind of look like a rainbow nebula. It's pretty awesome.
Tom wants to know if we have any ideas on the
White.
best way to get saws from Seattle to Lacey. A 24-inch Highland Park and a
Ooh.
heavy 16-inch Boeing club saw.
Gosh, Tom, I have no idea. You'd have to get a you know what? We got
Either a half or 3/4 ton pickup and a long U-Haul trailer.
long U-Haul trailer. Whoa.
Rick says you need to use your camera on some of these.
Yeah, I will. I will definitely use my camera on some of these.
And Cheryl wants to know, what is the one rock you would like to collect that is not from Arizona?
Oh, who's
There's
she asking?
You.
Oh,
There's plenty of rocks that she wants that aren't from Arizona.
well,
What's this? Oh, I know what this one's doing. Never mind.
Graveyard Point.
Yes.
And that dream will come true very soon. Because that's what we're doing. At some point along the trip.
Oh, bye, Debbie.
Bye, Debbie.
Chat's acting funny. She's got to go.
Okay.
And tells us travel safe.
We'll see you soon, Debbie.
We'll see you soon.
We're going to go see Debbie. Look at that. Look at the color in that. Wow. That's really cool.
Heck, Tom, if we were up in that neck of the woods, I'd help you move those, but we're not going to be there for a while.
Yeah, we will not be there for a while. Not until
October, November.
Yeah, end of October, beginning November. That's pretty.
All right.
Okay.
We
So
have these. And then Teresa's box is right here.
That's very cool. Those are rocks from the San Rafael Swell from Bert and Belinda.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Those were awesome.
Yeah, did not expect to get.
Yeah. Careful of these.
Some
These
of
are
these.
the crystal ones.
Yep, we'll put those ones in top with the papers.
And put those here.
And these will be protected.
Yeah.
Like
Put those
so.
on the paper.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Got it?
Wait, is that?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
one too.
Okay. Making sure I got everything covered. All right.
Got it.
Yeah, right below me.
All right.
There's the other one. Okay. So Teresa's box. We have more goodies.
Okay.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas.
Okay, so what time is it?
It is 7:28. We're looking good.
7:28?
You actually did a good job. You didn't get too lost in the rocks this time.
I was trying my best.
You know what? This is the first time you haven't squirreled horribly. So, well done.
I'm trying. Oh, wow. Okay. So, this is from Teresa. And these are Petwood Limcast Sparkles. Okay, help me pronounce that.
What?
Konglong. What does that say?
Congleton Hollow,
Congleton Hollow.
I believe.
Oh, Congleton Hollow. Oh, yeah.
Cass says let him know if you want more of those.
Oh, yeah.
And he also says Lance and Shadow just left. Oh, were they up visiting you again? Amber, Tom is in Washington State.
Oh.
Congleton.
Congleton.
That's how you say it. Thank you.
Congleton.
From Oregon.
You know?
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. So this is up by Prineville, right?
And Dave from Rocks and Roads
Kind of.
says, we just came back from Black Hills and Round Mountain Fire Agate Heaven. Have a few vids of the trip on the channel.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's Round Mountain's one of our favorite. Well, actually, it is our favorite spot for fire agates.
Oh, it is.
And Black Mountain is a close second, but really like Round Mountain.
Round Mountain.
Or Black Hills is a close second.
Ooh. Okay. We got Druzy.
Ooh, nice.
Look at that. Look at the dark little
That's
spot
cool.
in there.
So this is up near Prineville?
Well, no, I was asking if it was close to Prineville.
51 miles from Prineville.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. Ooh,
Yeah,
look at that.
we wanted to get some time up in there. Probably on our way up to Washington this fall.
Look at that.
Wow.
Have you ever seen Druzy that had like the mossy plume
that's
going
green
on?
Plume.
That's insane. Can't see it so much on that side, but this side you can. That is crazy.
That is awesome.
Oh, I love it.
You know me and green.
Oh, I know. That is awesome. I love druzy. It's my favorite. All right. And then this is... Looking
Nick
at
says
it
he
through
wants
light.
some.
So this is, let's see.
I don't know, you're doing something over here.
This might be part of a limb cast. I don't know. See the lines in there.
Ma says, oh crap, I'm bleeding. Be right back.
Oh no! Ma's bleeding.
Ma, what did you do?
Yeah, it did look like an ice cap with an ocean underneath. It was so pretty.
Yeah. Look at the lines in that.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
It's got some lines. Wait,
Yeah.
let me hold it up to the light. Let me see if we can see it.
Hi, Dorothea.
Sorry, I'm trying to get the light through it.
Yeah, Teresa, I don't know what you were concerned about. This is some really cool stuff.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, green's always been one of my favorite colors.
Oh yeah, green is always like...
That is like probably my
I
most
love
favorite
green.
color is green.
Oh my gosh, look at the little tiny druzy.
Oh,
Is that like a little, oops,
careful.
fingers? It's almost like a little geode.
Oh, check your limb cast material for iris.
Oh,
This is
for
what
iris.
Karen says she's just the best she's found has been from that area.
Oh, I bet you this one might have
Hi,
some
Jeanette.
iris in it because look at that. You see that? If it was, if we took it real thin, I bet
Take
we
a good
could.
thin slice. We might
Yeah,
be
I
able to
bet you
pull
we
it.
could get
'Cause
the
it looks like
iris.
there's some color in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can check it out. Thanks for the heads up on that, guys.
Yeah, thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah, even Amber says it looks like it should.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know either. It's
Woohoo!
pretty sweet.
Ooh, look at that.
That's some nice druzy.
Yeah, it is.
Look at the sparkle.
You and your druzies.
I know. I cannot help but pick up druzy.
I know. You're like in druzy heaven forever.
I know. I get lost in druzy. And the little crystals on the side.
That's super cool.
Look at that. Inside of that.
Yeah, as you say, the inside.
Look at that. That is cool. You know, if I could do this with my other camera, that if I could figure out how to do it with my other camera, that would be sweet. But right now I'm doing this on my phone.
Okay.
Huh.
Bleeding staunched, not dead.
Okay, good. Ma's okay.
Glad to hear that, Ma.
We haven't lost Ma. Oh my gosh, look at this piece of pet wood. I don't even think I don't know if it's polished or not, but it looks like it shouldn't be polished, but it's all shiny. It's even better in person. Like, I can't even capture what it really looks like in real life. That is so pretty. It's got the peach. It's like pearlescent peach.
And Karen says lots of opal wood material there too.
Oh,
It
really?
does look like it could be a common opal.
Yeah, I was
More
going to
so.
say, it's very
'Cause
pearly.
it's definitely not a jasper, but it does have an opal
Yeah.
look to it.
No, this rock is not wet. I didn't get it wet. It has this iridescent look about it. So it is pretty cool.
It's just all over the ground like that.
Wow. That would be so amazing to see that all
Yeah.
over the ground.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we did talk about getting some more time up and around Prineville. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have to.
More
Make it happen.
crystals. Look at those.
Ooh,
Nice crystals.
very nice.
And are these all in the same area? Like you get the crystals and the pet wood and the agate and druzy and... Allison probably blew up some clear coat over there. Oh, wow. So this is all in the same area. That's awesome. Okay, this looks like it used to be Petwood. Like a little limb cast. That's very cool. Wow. Look at that. It's almost like it, and then there's like some yellow in there. It's almost like when this piece of wood was buried, it was already deteriorating.
Yeah, I think so.
And it got covered and replaced by other minerals, and that is
It
how.
looks like it's been opalized.
Yeah, there's some opal in there too.
Got agate and opal.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So that's pretty cool. I love it when
I love Petwood.
Petwood. Yeah, oh my gosh. It's awesome. It's awesome. Oh, here's another. There's another little piece of Petwood.
Very cool.
Limb cast.
Yeah.
Let me just spray that. Oh, it's even pink. I don't know if you can see that. Let me.
Hey, Con. Yeah, we did make it to Glass Butte.
We did
a video on that
yeah,
one.
we did a video on it.
We didn't get as much time up in that area as we were wanting to.
It's pink. You can tell after I put the tissue behind it, but it is so cool. That is awesome. Yeah, sometimes with a black background, you can't see those hues of pink or purple. So, now these ones are white. Not like the purple one. So, yeah, you can definitely tell those are the little white limb casts, babies. Look at that. It was a little tiny, little tiny branch.
Super cool.
Twig. It was a twiggin. It was a twiggin.
Oh, good night, turtle.
Good night, turtle. Look at that. All right.
Those are cool.
Let's see what else is next.
Yeah. Yeah, Teresa, I don't know what you were worried about. These are
These are awesome, Teresa.
And Petwood is one of my all-time favorites. So.
Hey, you should not sit there and watch the show. You should sit here and open.
Sorry, I'm watching Petwood and Thunder Eggs. I love Thunder Eggs too.
Oh wow! Look at this. So this almost looks like a common opal. It's got some dendrites.
Ooh.
It's very dendritic. Look at that.
Oh, that's cool. Sorry, I guess I'll help you open these.
Yeah. That is cool.
Watching when you show them.
You can see them later. Hey, James. Hey, Jennifer. Yeah, it is hard not to stare at the rocks. That is 100% accurate. Gotta get a man child thinking sleeping. All right, we'll see you later, Rick.
Good night, Rick.
There's another piece of Petwood.
You got 20 minutes?
Got 20 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Little opalized there.
There are a few more things in here. Oh, yeah. There's actually quite a few more things in here.
And another limb cast. And that one's a little white one.
Allison, yeah, Brian opened the pretty rocks for us all.
Oh, look at that. Look at the little fortification right there.
I was just over here staring at the screen, Allison.
Yeah, he wasn't helping me.
Nope. Well, I'm watching chat. I'm doing something.
You're watching chat?
I'm watching the chat. I'm doing my job.
This one is green.
Yes.
So, it's almost like a Hampton Butte green. That, like the gemmy green that everybody's always like wanting.
Amber says you got spoiled. Yes, we did.
We did. You guys are awesome.
We got
Look
two
at
amazing
that.
packages.
Yeah, I know, Kyle. He's slacking. This is what I have to put up with. I have to put up with his crap all the time. You know what he told me after lunch? I'm sitting because I'm letting my food digest. I'm like, you don't have to sit to let your food digest. You dummy. Oh, wow. Look at that one.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
That's incredible.
That is so pretty. Wow.
Kyle says pay cut.
Yeah, he gets a pay cut.
Dang it, Kyle.
Yeah, thanks for the advice, Kyle.
Yeah, stop giving her ideas.
Pay cut. What was that noise?
Good night, Deb.
Good night, Deb.
She's on the East Coast and it's late, so
Yeah.
we know we're sorry for that. But if all the rest of you'd stop changing your damn time zones, you know,
I know, right?
or you know,
Everybody just needs to be on Arizona time.
yeah. Well, and just stop with the daylight savings.
Your contractual agreement says for better or worse.
Yeah, that's right. There we go.
I could reward him with a pizza party. That would kill him.
Yep. It's got to be a gluten-free pizza party.
Yeah, it's got to be a gluten-free pizza party.
John Lynn says good night. Thanks for the great
John
live stream. Well,
Lynn.
thank you for joining, John.
Yeah, thank you
And
for
good night.
joining. Wow, that's cool. You know, this is yellow.
No one say Snickers.
Snickers. I have a Snickers.
Rufo voted to end daylight savings every time it's on a ballot.
That's the real color right there. There you go. It looked a little bit whiter in the...
Catherine.
Nope, it's not onyx.
Nope.
I think it's a jasper. It definitely...
Or it's opal.
I don't know. It feels like a jasper, but I don't know. I'm not super well versed in Washington rocks.
So Rufo just tried a Costco pizza for the first time ever today. It was gluten-free and amazing.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
What?
Gluten-free. Oh, Costco. Okay. Frozen. Gotcha. Yeah, no, they do have some good stuff there. And then Jennifer Ship wants to know if you're paying me with straws. And Teresa says it is common opal.
There you go.
With
That's Brian's payment right there.
With jasper.
I got plenty of straws.
Streaks. So that's what it is. Common opal.
Common opal.
With
okay.
jasper streaks.
Oh, there
So
you go.
right.
You were right.
It looked like common opal to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, now you just put all my straws where you've been spraying rocks and stuff.
No.
Trying to give me Giardia again?
No. Here.
I don't want those.
These are your straws.
Giardia infected things.
No, they're not. They're fine.
Trying to kill me.
I'm not trying to kill you. Let me get in here. They are rainbowish colors in there. That rock needs to be
says,
cut.
if someone gives me a gluten-free burger and followed with gluten-free diet cookies, they're asking for trouble. I'm a big boy. Don't mess with my food. Yeah, but see, I'm celiac, so gluten wants to kill me.
Yeah, gluten wants to kill Brian.
Gluten is not my friend.
You did your job.
Yes, I did. So,
wow.
And then you tried to give me poison straws.
I did not. Look at that piece of pet wood. Do you see that line? Look at that. That is so cool.
Wow.
Look at that.
And this is coming from Hampton Buttes, this next one.
Oh, is it?
Well, this one here, not those.
Oops.
Yes, I have.
Oh, thanks, Derek.
Thanks, Derek.
Look at that.
14 minutes.
14 minutes?
I don't know that we're
Think
going
I
to make
can do it?
I don't think we're going to make it.
That is so cool.
No, there's
I love that line.
there's
Oh my
more
gosh.
than 14
I've never seen that
minutes
before.
worth of rock in here.
More than 14. Okay, we will take a break and come back. And then afterwards, we're going to do a totally different giveaway.
Yep. So you'll have to come back for part 2 if you want to win something.
Yeah. We're going to do a part 2.
After Allison's video, we'll come back on.
Yeah. I got to bring this up. It's not working here.
Rocky Mountain
There we go.
Prospector Brad says that sucks for you gluten-free guys. Yeah, it's
Look
not a
at
choice.
that.
It's just like I said, it's an autoimmune disease. It's genetic for celiac.
Look at
So
that.
there's nothing I can do about it.
I bet you in there, after you take all this off, I bet you that has some really cool.
ETA on part 2. Derek,
Probably right after Allison's live. Allison, how?
she says hers
15
is 15
minutes?
minutes, so...
Okay, so we'll take a 15-minute break.
All right, bye, Chris.
Bye,
He's gonna
Chris.
miss it. He's going to go play video games with his wife, their nightly ritual.
Oh,
Sweet.
nice.
Have
That's
fun.
fun. Another piece of pet wood.
Oh, your dad has it too, Chris? And you didn't get it? That's
Oh,
cool.
wow.
Because one of my 3
Look
kids
at
has
that.
it.
Look
The
at-
other 2 are carriers, but they don't have it.
Do you see the dots?
Good night, Dorothea.
Good night, Dorothea.
Some of the gluten-free breads years ago were absolutely horrific. But anymore, they're pretty good. And yeah, that Char gluten-free is pretty good. And actually, surprisingly, the Walmart gluten-free bread, their brand, is actually really good.
Okay, so we'll do the late night version of our
Oh, stepdad. Okay, gotcha. Late night version?
late night with us.
I'm still wearing pants.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're gonna wear pants.
You said it was late night. I don't wear pants late at night.
Well, you're gonna wear pants.
All right. What are we doing?
Oh, look at that. You can see right through that. So I'm toying around with telling 2 embarrassing stories.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it might be funny.
Oh, no.
I know. Light just goes right through that thing. Look at that. It's a little bright thing. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have
Kelly
to see if
says-
I really want to do it.
Says TMI.
I don't know.
Kyle says he's allegedly wearing pants.
He's wearing pants, you guys. I swear it.
And Teresa says she believes you might be able to make something out of the small one with the dots.
Yes. Oh yeah, no, for sure. That is
Allison, I love an embarrassing story.
okay. We're gonna stop with the rest of these bags, and
We'll pick it up afterwards.
We will pick it up afterwards. We will
Starting with Hampton Buttes.
we will end this. We
Well, no.
might.
Do you want to show this one before we end that, and then we'll do the?
Yeah. Well, I'll show.
Where'd
I'll
you
show
do the
this one.
box?
I put it
Oh,
over
put
here.
that over there with that, please.
Okay.
Oh.
We're gonna do box 2. I'm sorry, part 2 box opening of Teresa's.
Yeah, because there's more than we have time for.
More than what we have time for. I already.
Oh, by Rocks and Roads. He's got to run. Bye from
All right.
Tucson.
Bye, you guys.
That's Dave.
Bye, Dave. This is an agate from our claims.
Kyle Schrodinger's pants.
You want to see his pants?
Are they there or are they not there? I do have pants on.
They are skin tone. They look skin tone.
They're my tan desert type pants.
They're skin tone, but they are pants.
I am wearing pants.
Okay, so
Allison's got her link up. Very good.
awesome.
Thank you.
We found this rock a few days ago, and we found it in the blues.
Yeah.
Okay, we found it in the blues. That was a blue.
Okay, that's it.
He's wearing pants. Oh no, you're not taking them off, right?
No.
Oh,
Pants. I have pants.
He's
Jeez.
wearing pants.
Not skin tight. She said skin colored. And they're not skin colored. Whose
No,
skin looks
they're
like this? It doesn't even match mine.
Yes, it does.
No, it
Matches
doesn't.
your arms.
All right.
They're lighter
Anyways,
than your arms. Anyway, we found this rock in the blues, and you know, I don't film all of our rock cutting. In fact, I don't hardly film any of our rock cutting. But this rock, I have to show you. This is an insane rock.
this is an insane rock.
It is totally insane rock.
Cheryl wants to know what's in the pocket. No.
I have nothing in the pockets.
No, my pockets. And
What's
then
in your pockets?
my wallet.
Oh, just his wallet.
And the keys to the truck and the trailer.
Okay.
And Kyle says, whoa, Brian, we were supposed to tip you first. I take tips afterwards.
Yeah, he takes tips. Okay. So this is...
Words are cutting out, says Catherine.
Hopefully the rock is not going to cut out.
No, you got to see this thing. This is one of the coolest blues we've ever cut.
Actually, I'll move it over here. It's big.
And it is now going to be polished and put on our shelf.
Look at that. That was a blue.
You showed him the outside, right? In that light?
Yeah. But look at that. Now I am going to do a macro shots of this rock. Because it's insane. Like what?
Oh, thanks, James. Oh, Red Lady is his mom. He said they're watching together and they both like our matching colored shirts.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, Brian changed because he wanted a match today.
I did.
We're going to be that old couple that matches our clothes. But I mean, check that out. Is that not the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life? Oh, I love it. Okay, and then here's the other side. It's not that great. I'm just kidding. I was seeing what he was saying. That's funny. And then there's the other side.
Yeah. This was one of the most amazing ones we've got.
But we were not expecting this much color in our blues at all. It's just crazy. So we just had to share this rock with you guys. I'm going to do macros of it. Look at, there's even dendrites in there. What?
Yeah, I told you that when I cut it.
I must have been doing something.
Not paying attention.
Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah, it's got everything.
It's got everything in it.
I mean, I might be missing a tube, but that's about it.
Wow. Yeah, it's missing a tooth. I don't know. Maybe.
We got to go looking. There might be one in there somewhere.
There might be, yeah. We got fortifications in there. We got moss. We got plume. We got bots. Khakis.
There you go. That's the color, yes.
That's the color, Bison. That's so funny. We got leaves in there. Leaves. I call them leaves anyway. That's just amazing. Anyway, it's an everything bagel agate. Yes.
Yeah, that really, I mean, when I cut that open and showed it to Jules, that's when we saw it at the same time. It was really one of those wow moments where we were speechless. And it was like, yeah, these are not going anywhere except the shelf.
Bob said we can put him in his mystery box. Look at that.
His mom. They went matching to the Mount Hood Community Rock Club rock show last Friday. They wore tie-dye and cherryite pendants.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
So anyways, yeah, Allison's is going to start here in 5 minutes.
Yep.
So we're going to say goodbye for right now. We'll be back in about 25 minutes or so. Just within 5 minutes of Allison's ending, we should be back on.
I'll get another, that'll give me time to get another thumbnail out. And our giveaway tonight is not going to be rocks.
It's not a standard giveaway. It's something different.
Something different.
So if you want to know, join us for part 2.
Yeah. All right. I burped a little bit. Sorry.
I heard
I'm
that,
a heathen.
and
I'm a heathen.
I was going to say
Sorry.
something, but I'm
I
like,
had root beer.
is she going to try to get away with this or
No,
not?
I'm going to call myself out.
Okay.
I just burped.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, anyways, bless you.
Kazoom tight.
No, because you burped. Bless you. We will see you all in
25 minutes.
25 minutes-ish.
However the live gets thrown out there. So, all right.
And we'll do it then. So until then,
Gotta collect it in person. We will, Kyle. All right. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. All right.
bye for now.
See you at Allison's. Bye.